To probably not going to work very well, LAN. We are doing 1nsane, and you'll notice you can't see the game. So this game is, it's not old, it's not the problem, but this game is of the beginning of the DirectX era. So this game has the issue that it doesn't let you alt tab except during loading, and if you do, it crashes. It locks the mouse, it locks the keyboard. It's of from a different era. We have tested it. It does work networked. Hopefully Schalke manages to join. We only had 2 players. So I am hosting a game. I'd like to point out, by the way, this game, one of the things that they were credited with was the quality of the graphics. I'm not joking. I'm going to limit us to 4x4s, which is the easiest ones.
Trying to join.
How long does it take you to join?
Couple seconds.
You are running it as administrator at Schalke?
I haven't made super sure of that.
Okay, are you using the shortcut, you might have the installer. Make sure you run the executable as administrator. It will ask you every time, are you sure you wish to allow this program to make changes?
It probably also helps that I'm running it in compatibility mode for Windows 98.
It's got a shortcut, because this is the GOG version, but it's got a shortcut that should just work. So I have my chat up on a second computer, thankfully. I am unable to type, tab out, press buttons, do anything. I'm also running at 720. I think the main menu actually runs at 640 by 480. And then I think it changes when you go into the game. Sadly, this game never got made open source. It's not like Revolt, where it was so beloved that people actually sort of retconned the working version. There are some great game modes and some crazy arse vehicles and genuinely good and pretty much unequaled physics. I've never seen a game with physics this good, even to this day. There might be, I guess BeamNG does, but that'll be about it.
New connection attempt has taken a long time.
So you're running it as administrator?
Yes.
In compatibility mode? I forgot how you actually kick that process off. Do you just right click and say run as how do you kick it off? It's the this program worked in a previous version of Windows dialog. I forgot what you have to click to actually make that happen. Esmir, do you remember? Because I can't.
Do what?
How do you make a program run in compatibility mode? How do you kick off the dialogue that says what's wrong? You just go the everything button.
You go to, well, if you're going by the shortcut, you go open file location in the settings of the shortcut, and that should take you to the folder. Game.exe is what it runs, and you just right-click that, hit Properties, and go to Compatibility tab.
Okay, so right-click the exe, Properties, Compatibility. Okay. That's my suggestion, Schalke.
What is the good version?
And I did the top drop-down that let me select Windows 98.
Yeah, because this is from 2000, this game, so it would have been Windows 98. It probably predates Windows 2000. It amazes me that this stuff even works sometimes, let alone, sometimes we have issues, but the fact that it even kind of works.
Yeah, it would have been NT 4.0.
NT? With DirectX?
No. I'm saying because 2000. Windows 2000 was NT.
Yeah, but Windows 2000, the big thing about it is it had DirectX. NT was awesome, but didn't have any DirectX. That was its sort of issue for games. So this wouldn't have been 2000 compatible. This would have been 98. And as I said from the website, as I mentioned earlier, it specifically says does not support Windows 95A. I don't know if that means doesn't support Windows 95 at all, or does support Windows 95B. A little bit vague, unfortunately. And then there's... When was Windows ME? That came about the same time as 2000, I think. And they just kind of died.
Yeah, ME
Millennium
was
Edition.
an enhanced version of 2000. It was the... I want to say it was the DirectX version of 2000.
No, ME was 98 with all the USB fixes in, but it wasn't based on Schalke. It's the one in the pen. I can't tab out to type, I'm afraid. Windows ME was still based on Windows 98 tech. Windows 2000 was based on NT tech. So Windows ME came out pretty much the same time as 2000, but it didn't have any of the advantages of 2000. So it just kind of died a death, and then XP was then based on NT. The network mode is suspiciously direct play int. The network mode should be TCP/IP network, I think. You can paste a screenshot, Shark. I've got my phone. I can't give you much information with that. You should. I mean, your options on that screen. One of them is TCP/IP network. Is it not?
Let me go look. Network type should be set to Internet TCP/IP. I can't change it off of that.
It's such a bizarre concept these days, the menu running at a different resolution to the game as well. It was safer because also it meant if you managed to choose a ridiculous resolution, the game wouldn't just crash on the menu, it'd crash in the game, so you can then change it back. Schalke, use your words.
I am looking at the network type, and it says direct play Inte,
Okay,
which
so
I think is a Finnish version of direct play internet connection. Which I don't know whether that's wrong or right.
oh god, is it using your localization called? I assume so. I mean, I forwarded the direct play ports. You're running it now as administrator in Windows 98 compatibility mode. Question mark.
Yes, I had one of that, and it did ask for dialogue, and I said yes.
You didn't.
I have in compatibility mode with 98.
And I'm just going to paste it. I'm assuming you were using that IP address. Esmia, any suggestions? Because it works for me, but I'm the host. And it works for you, so you've done something. I'm quite annoyed that they've done a Finnish localization, for heaven's sake. You might be the first person ever to run the Finnish localization. It's entirely possible.
Or it might be that some of the middleware is localized.
Oh, I guess, yep, it's querying that name from a DirectX DLL.
It works for me because I'm a fucking wizard with networking.
Right, well, do you have any magic powers you can confer on Schalke to see if he can...
Localization barrier is just... That's beyond me there.
No, I don't think that's it. I suspect it's just what Schalke says. What it's done is it said, hello, DirectX DLL. What's the name of internet connection? It's come back with direct play and int. Whereas our one's come back with internet TCP/IP. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I do have a question, and that is, When you first ran the game, Chalka, did it pop up with a firewall window?
Yes.
Did you accept it?
I
The amount of times that
assume so, and I'm checking it. What's the state of that?
the amount of times that dialogue disappears before I've managed to alt-tab out the game and click on it is ridiculous.
Yeah, the first time that I noticed it pop up, I immediately just got through to the menu, quit the game so that I could hit accept.
Because this game, as we know, is a little bit picky on little things like, tabbing out. I also noticed this game is so old, you're not showing what you're playing in Discord. He doesn't even think it's a game. It's a good game, guys. Honestly, I promise. I had a lot of fun playing this at LANs. It's a really funny game, and it's ironically so much like SnowRunner or MudRunner, only with no trees, no mud, and you get to drive really quickly. And it disappoints me that SnowRunner doesn't have a bunch of maps that basically are this game. You take the same level, you strip off all the rocks, all the trees, just put the gates down, and just saying race between the gates.
The default game mode is a.
I noticed Max has entirely failed to notice that we are in a game already. But yeah, I'll be disappearing a little bit after 10 to go and look at the comet.
Will that comet be available all over the world?
Yes. No. Well, depends what time of day it is. We should see it. I'm going to see it about 11 tonight. But it's not back for 7,000 years, and apparently it looks really good. And we're pretty much at the perigee at the moment. I'm using my Kerbal Space knowledge. Kerbal Space Program knowledge.
Perigee?
Perigee, yeah.
The periapsis?
Periapsis is for orbit. Perigee is for an arc. Apogee and perigee, and apoapsis and periapsis. I'm giving you a look. I guess
I recognize all of those.
You know, if you throw something, the arc it describes, the highest point of the arc is the apogee, and the lowest point of the arc is the perigee. And that leads the same pair of words as apoapsis and periapsis, but they refer to orbits, not things. But yes, I guess it could be periapsis, but that's a less good word. Because there's apogee games, but there was never a perigee games.
I miss that company.
Isn't the comet on an orbit?
Maybe. Don't know, actually. Apogee just became Epic, didn't they? I think.
Are you sure?
No. Hence, I think. Let's have
I'll
a
have to
look.
look that one up.
Oh, no, of course, it became 3D Realms. Of course it did. And then got bought back off 3D Realms. So now it's done by a guy called Terry.
That's right. The first Duke Nukem game was an Apogee game.
So was Death Rally, which is a game I have on my list. Assuming we can do so.
Apogee and Sierra were the majority of the games that I played back in the 90s.
Yeah, playing Kerbal, that's common knowledge. What that means. Not everyone is familiar with orbits.
I didn't know periapsis or apoapsis until Kerbal. I would have used perigee and apogee, but that is correct.
Likewise.
Oh god, there's a guy just started following me on Twitter. And he's been doing a voxel game. And he's just tweeting about his own engine. And he's so wrong on so many things he says. And I don't want to just go, hi, you're wrong on all that. That's wrong. That's wrong. Don't do that. That's a terrible idea. No. But I want to.
And I have checked everything that I can think of, and it's not connecting.
I don't know what to suggest. Annoyingly.
I think it has to be ruled as not working at of this moment.
Well, yeah, but it's your fault somehow. Well, your computer's fault. Like that's the annoying thing. If none of you can connect, it's my fault. If you can't connect, it's your fault. Max unfortunately logged on and immediately ran balloons that didn't bother him to check the chat, so we can't even get a third person to weigh in.
It could be the code not playing nice with localizations. Or it could be anything, I guess, being suspicious.
Well, yeah, it's probably not the localization. Is it trivial to set your PC to another language? I don't think I've ever done it. I've only ever just set my keyboard. Like, is that just a click somewhere going American?
I've always wanted to set my keyboard to a different layout, but I always have American keyboards, so it would make no sense.
Yeah, there's a shortcut to switch between them, which keeps activating on my computer. Like
I don't know what the layouts would even do.
Well,
I don't
I
know
have a pound sign over the 3. You say because obviously it's a UK keyboard, and I don't need to type whatever you have on your 3 key. What have you got on your 3 key?
I have a pound sign.
No, you don't. You have a hash sign. You don't have a pound.
Oh, pound is in currency. Got it.
It confused me the hell when I first rang up an American phone line. It goes, press the pound key, and I'm like, the pound key? I don't have a pound key on my phone. Yeah, what the kids would call a hashtag, but yeah, the pound is a very poor name for it. I've forgotten the proper name of the pound sign. It's not a lira. It's something very, very similar to that. What's it called? It is called a... Yes, I know that. The pound sign. What does the pound symbol mean? What's it called? It's not called the pound sign. Oh, it is the lira. Okay. Oh, if it has 2 bars, it's a lira. If it has 1 bar, it's a pound sign. Well, I've learned something today.
1 bar in which direction?
Horizontal. 2 bars is a lira, 1 bar is a pound.
Interesting.
But a pound sign, I don't don't know if that's even the correct. Wow, suggestion, hashtag pound me too. If I search hash pound sign, I just get the pound signs back. Why is it called a pound sign? Nobody seems to know. Yeah, number. I would refer to that one as a number. That's its pre-internet usage. Now, of course, it's hash. Brilliant. Wikipedia. For technical reasons, hash does not redirect here. Not to be confused with the sharp sign, the view data sign, the equal and parallel to symbol, the looped square, the Chinese symbol, and the game's tic-tac-toe grid. The rest of the world calls it a number sign or a hash. Only North America calls it a pound sign. So I mean, what do we want to do? Do we want to try it 2-player and then see if Matt can join and we can narrow it down from there? Just give up and go home.
I'm up for whatever.
Mostly at Schalke, really.
3 volt no works, but I guess I could just watch and comment on it.
Can you? You could try forwarding the port so we could join you.
Well, we can at least try it that way. Or do I have to know how to get my ports in working order?
I don't know. I'd hope so. Right, so that one was wrong. It was on the 4x4 forum. There we go.
I just tried to visualize how much more my ping would be connecting to Schalke. And I thought of it in terms of Packet Storm.
I had to say Packet Storm was actually really good for teaching me where places were.
I love that game.
Because you're like, there's a new data center in, Reykjavik. I'm like, wait, hold on, I know where that is. And then you're like, shit, I don't know what the name of that place is. I actually really liked that that particular facet of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of South American cities that I, for some reason, think it's in another fucking continent.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of the, so I mean, even the American ones, I struggle with a lot of them. I know the major ones, but I don't know like weird and wonderful tiny cities. I don't know.
Yeah, I was pretty good on just about everything except South America.
Well, it's surprising how many there even are in South America.
Like, for some fucking reason, I keep thinking the country Bolivia is in somewhere in Asia.
Other unlocked vehicles, by the way, include the GNU and an aeroplane, which doesn't fly. Front-wheel drive.
A canoe.
GNU. A new.
Oh,
it's a silent G.
Gotcha.
I'm just going to drive around while I wait for Schalke to work out how to use his router. So if he hosts it, if he's the issue, it should all work. Oh, my hosting there. Oh god, this is a loud game. Audio options. Engine volume 1. Music volume 0. Speech volume 2. Sound effects volume 3. It's weird. So this game's only running at 720p, but it looks really nice having just experienced the menus for a whole bunch of time. So Shaka, I assume that the whole game isn't localized, like the word checkpoint and things like that. It's just stuff that might come from a DLL.
That's the only localized bit that I have encountered in the whole game.
Oh, screw you, Tree.
Rifle wins the gate.
It blows my mind that this game has much better surface sound effects than SnowRunner.
Gate 1. Rifle wins the gate.
AI, I suck at this. Actually, I don't suck. The AI is just good. Screw you, so. No!
Rifle wins the gate.
No, both TCP and UDP. Always assume it's always TCP and UDP. I almost don't know why you would ever want to forward just one and not the other. Oh, that's a big drop.
Gate 1.
Now, how do I respawn and repair my car?
Repairing.
Let's just
Repair with backspace.
enter. Or repair. One of
Respawn
them.
with R and flip your vehicle with numpad 0.
Sorry, I had to sacrifice getting that gate to repair my vehicle. Oh, screw you, Sue. Well, I got 7 points, so that's alright.
Got this weird feeling that throughout this game, I'm just gonna have the voice of Rowan Atkinson going on in my head, going, "Is it Ace? Is that Ace?"
It's all right, Ace. I hope I win.
3, 2, 1, go!
So much like SnowRunner, a part of this game's trick is not going too fast, which I quite frankly dislike in any game ever.
Gate 1.
I had to get 10 points. I had to come first in order to unlock the next level. What the fuck is this? Oh, screw you, Sue.
Rifle wins the checkpoint.
Oh no, Joe. No!
Rifle wins the checkpoint.
At least in multiplayer, we don't have to unlock stuff. We do get it all from the start, which is nice. Nothing worse than a game that makes you play the single player in order to unlock things in multiplayer. It should literally be illegal. I had to fight for that. Now, what game was that? It was Race Over Grid. I pointed out if I bought the game as a customer, I'd only want to play the game multiplayer. I would not want to play it single player. I would want to get home, get with my mate, and then just unlock stuff there. And they expected you to go home and then play the game for 30, 40 hours to unlock it all single player. I'm like, no, give me this. Reduce the rate if you want. I don't care, but don't make me play single player in a game that is selling to a large part on its multiplayer. God damn it,
Used to be
Sue.
a lot more that people would pre-train before going to multiplayer.
Sure, but in a game that comes out, day one, we all buy the game day one. We all want to play it on that day. You don't want to go, oh, cool, guys, see you in a week.
Rifle wins the gate.
Do you have it hosted?
And now I think I have hosted a game.
Okay.
Gate 1. Game over.
Oh, god damn it, Sue beat me again. Joining session, retrieving info, loading.
I guess I hit join too
I see
soon.
DJ.
I have to wait for it to time out.
Or only one person can join, and that's the bug.
No, there it is.
Cool.
And you're about here.
So cool. I do not recommend. So if you Schalke should limit us to all the same class of vehicles. Oh, in fact, if we not unlock the vehicle, am I going to have to play the single player to unlock everything? I'll find a hack. Anyway, Schalke can choose what class we can have, but I'm assuming.
What do we want?
Yeah. No. This was fine, but look, check out what it's got in it. It's blatantly the SnowRunner vehicles, or vice versa, including a speeder, like a land speeder.
Land speeder.
The ATV is hilarious, but if we just go Baja, Blaze, or Cairo, I like the Baja. Basically, first person through 5 gates wins.
Yeah, I think we are close enough.
Oh, you just changed.
Even without artificially limiting it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, some of the vehicles are radically over and underpowered. It suffers the issue that the faster ones are not actually easier. Ah, this was a bad choice of direction. So again, I'd like to run out. This game was praised for its graphics quality when it came out.
Gate 1.
See, my one's very fast, but it's not very stable.
Let you take that. I'm assuming this will be the next. Oh no, I was so slow to that gate. Now I can go fast to this next one.
Yeah, sometimes that's a good tactic. If you definitely can't win a gate, put yourself in a good position for other gates. It's weird because this is kind of like the most basic sort of car-based multiplayer. And to a great degree, it's oh, damn it, bad choice. It's a lot more interesting than racing. You know, go around this course. I ain't going through that.
Rival wins the
You two fight over that one. I'll take this one. Oh. Lumps.
Gate 1.
Oh!
Now it's getting a bit closer.
Oh, if only... Now, if you two could have just rammed each other and let me have the gate, that would have been perfect.
I won't win that one.
Gate 1.
I have better chance for this one.
Rival wins the gate.
Oh, man, Esme's going to just pet me to this one.
Rival wins the gate.
Oh no, it's me. I'm about to win.
You're closer.
Get close to him and tackle.
Rival wins the gate.
Oh, bad choice. Oh, well. I was like, left, right, and then I just went straight and hit the... Oh!
Wins the gate.
I got it this time.
Gate 1.
Oh, no. This is... Oh, no! I rolled it. I could have had that.
No!
Rescuing over.
Could have had that.
Go.
I went to the wrong one.
I assume you're in charge, Shalka? My options are vote or exit. Furthest jump, 16.8 meters. So there are a whole bunch of game modes in this, and they are pretty much all brilliant fun.
Didn't seem that many, but
The capture the flag one is great. It's really funny, and also King of the Hill. Oh, I see. Max is just not joining us. Wow. So another jamboree.
limited to 4x4s. Didn't seem to change that much.
It just lets you only stack the 4x4s. But I think mine's the fastest of all the vehicles that you guys chose. As I said, it's a little bit... Oh, is that a big hill in front of me? No, that's just the background. It's a little bit rolly and bouncy. Very rolly and bouncy.
Rifle wins the gate.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! No!
Checkers the gate.
Oh, Brit. I went through it just half a second after you and it goes, wrong checkpoint. Is that, yeah, alright.
Gate 1.
You didn't go through it. Did you just hit it?
Gate 1.
I'm actually fairly surprised at the quality of the networking, really. They're like the interpolation and everything is really, really quite good, especially for the time. Come on, little Baja Bug, come on!
Rifle wins the gate. Rifle wins the gate.
This one, don't you bother.
Come on, no, I'm bothering, Come on, little car. Come on, Shaka, just roll it a little bit, just a little bit of roll. Shortcut! It was a very bad choice of shortcut. Oh, I was so close! I just went over the hill. I nearly made it too, but actually didn't.
Gate 1.
Oh, 2 in a row. Look at that.
Gate 1.
These checkpoints random or are they designed?
Nah, totally random. Otherwise, you could memorize. I would just let you go through one checkpoint and wait at the next one if it was designed. So yeah, absolutely random. And sometimes it's just like easy to win. That's where there's no guarantee that following someone to a checkpoint doesn't give them more of an advantage than you for the next one.
It's going to be a close race.
Yeah, I saw you, Esmir.
The gate. Game over.
Yeah, oh no, that's not fair! They gave her one right beside it.
And I was thinking right as I was passing through, I was like, I wonder if this one's going to be next. I should assume that it will.
If you like, Shalka, pick a different class and pick a race. And that will force us all to pick vehicles within that class. A race is a race is essentially around the gates in a certain order.
Oh, there's more modes in multiplayer than in single player.
Yes. Yeah, some of them just wouldn't work very well multiplayer, as single player.
Off-road race was most traditional.
Uh-huh.
And class is extreme.
That's the slowest class. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go with the hill climber then, I think. Yeah, these are very, very, very fast. I'm thinking there's a huge class that has like the big behemoths and stuff in it.
So, Esmia is not ready. Paint jobs.
I need to just change my paint job, otherwise we don't look the same.
3 laps.
2, 1.
Yeah, these things are pretty bonkers. I'm in the lead! No, I'm not!
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Oh yeah, off-road race. I'm like, the road goes that way.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
No. Nearly. My wheels are a bit bent now. So now we are actually doing these ones. So you'll notice your vehicle will take damage, proper damage. The whole chassis can bend. I can barely. No, I'm going to repair. What was repair?
But you can repair quite fast.
I don't know what the repair key is.
Checkpoint.
I thought it was R.
Backspace.
Backspace. Okay.
Checkpoint. Repairing.
Like my vehicle was actually bent.
Go.
And I cannot name any other game that will fundamentally bend your vehicle and you still drive around with it correctly bent. So the large vehicles, the big 8x8s, you can literally make the chassis go wonky.
Checkpoint.
What, not even Carmageddon?
Nope. Oh,
Checkpoint.
did it?
Wrong
Yes,
checkpoint.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember. So I know Carmageddon had very good damage physics, but I don't think it would actually affect the chassis, just the bodywork.
Oh no, it did affect the chassis. I remember driving around with a vehicle bent in half.
It's been a while. But okay, I won't argue you. I just don't remember. But my point is, it's very, very, very few games that have ever done that. Carmageddon is still on
It
the
is
list.
most entertaining because when you would repair a vehicle in Carmageddon, it would like balloon it out like as if it was reinflating the vehicle.
Repairing. Go. Checkpoint.
There's Mia, 4 out of 3. Yeah, all right.
Game over.
Yeah, see, these vehicles, they're so low, they're really hard to roll. Oh, nicely done. Pick something, pick a class of vehicles that are more rolly. Oh, I've got a very pretty, I think that, oh, it just looked horrible for a moment. But yeah, those are definitely the fastest vehicles because they are such a low centre of mass. Pickups. What are my options? Sodar, Bushwhacker, Utility. The Sodar looks the coolest. And I'm going to do it in a Italian paint job. Pathfinder. I think that's just get through 15 gates, any 15 gates quicker than anybody else.
This might be some kind of orienteering challenge, but
3.
Oh, get through all 15 gates in any order you like. Yep.
Gate 1.
Oh, is it? I've got to go through more gates than you.
Gate 1.
Got it. I think. Ah, my vehicle's bent again.
1. Gate 1. Gate 1. Wrong checkpoint. Gate 1.
this has an element of strategy to it, but
It does.
randomizes it each time. There won't be much analysis on single layouts.
I don't know whether or not it is. I don't know if we're sharing the gate. I don't know if it's the first to go through 15 in any order, or whether or not you have to go through more gates than anybody else. I think it's the latter. Because I think you can still go through this one. Overshot.
Gate 1.
So I just secured that gate, but I think you can. So I don't think it's all the gates in any order. I think it's the first one to do all the gates in any order, not go through more gates than anybody else. That might be a different mode. That'd be quite cool, actually. Because you'd initially grab gates, of your own, and then you would start fighting of the last few. Oh!
Repairing.
No, don't repair! Never mind, do repair then.
And I have saved the trickiest ones to last.
You mean the one you just rammed?
Game over.
Someone was blocking my gate.
That was what happened. Yes, yeah, so that does it. There is. I don't know if there is one where it's go through all of the gates in any order, but go through more than anybody else.
Did we like that game mode, or are we moving on?
We should go through them all, see what there are. 'Cause I honestly do remember this game only vaguely. So go to the next class, pick the next game mode, and we'll give it, and the next level, we'll give it all a whirl. It's a shame that some of these aren't in Revolt. I think Revolt would be quite fun in a very similar sort of hunt the gate mode. Oh, God. Gate Hunt. Is that the one we just did? That was Gate Jamboree. No. So
Pathfinder was that.
Right, so in this
previous.
one, it's going to be go through all the gates quicker than anybody else, isn't it? Like secure gates for yourself. Interesting choice of wheels you've both gone with.
3, 2, 1, go!
Bye. So in this case, is it first person to hit 20 gates or secure the most gates?
Gate 1.
Yeah, other gates are going red, so it's secure the most gates.
Gate 1. Gate 1.
Do I try to defend that from Esmir?
Hey, Jacket Cap. This
Don't take my gate.
This one's really fast. This is 1nsane, spelled with a 1 instead of an I. It's a year 2000. Year 2000, very physics-based racer. An excellent, excellent game that I used to be, I think, good at, but maybe I was just wrong.
Gate 1.
See, my vehicle's way faster than yours
Gates.
ones, but going up hills, not so good at that. But no!
Game over.
I quite like that game mode though.
That one was a lot faster than the others.
Return the flag. Okay.
Is there not another vehicle class?
Yeah, what is the next vehicle class? But I do like the behemoths.
New vehicles.
What's the next? What's the next class of vehicles after trucks?
We haven't done sports yet.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been going on them in order, so.
I can safely say sports vehicles are not suitable for off-road terrain. So this is get to the flag and then return the flag. And if you roll the other person, which I'll be honest, I don't think is going to work that well over the internet, then they drop the flag. This game was written with LANs in mind. This was written with, 10 millisecond
3,
ping.
2, 1, go!
The flag's got great physics though. Again, year 2000 this is. And I'm going to take the long route because like hell am I, water! Like hell am I turning around and going back. Yeah, I just remember this level a little bit. I think I can't just razz off through deep water. So I'm going to razz off through shallow water. Also, I can't see bugger all because of this massive flag. And I don't go so fast with the flag on either. Oh. And it really messes up your centre of gravity.
You can't be a boat in this game.
No, sadly not.
What heresy is this?
I'm waiting for Boat Runner, which is a sequel, to come out.
Return to start area.
I'm doing it!
You return the flag.
I return the flag.
I get so surprised that we are playing on a Taurus.
The level wraps, yes.
I know.
Flag seized.
Oh! Now, can I get this back this way? But if you look on the map, you can see the raised bits, and the raised bits, you can travel between the islands. I vaguely feel this might be the second time I've... Oh, you guys are hanging around the return spot. I see. Mom, they're camping! Yeah, Jackie, it's a series of springs. It's how you do flags. That whole game is essentially big collections of springs for stuff. And I think if you go too deep in the water, do the vehicles stop working?
Return to start area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't mind. I jammed on the brakes. See, you're camping, and Shauko's decided to take the long
No,
way.
you turned around, so I'm coming back around.
Let me know how that plan goes for you. Come on, little car!
You return the flag.
Bit of an odd level, this one, though, with the water. I would love to see all these game modes put into SnowRunner with a much more modern engine. Yeah, fast vehicles, not obviously the SnowRunner vehicles. But with the added ability, or the added improvement of being able to winch people
Repairing.
in multiplayer. That'd be so fun. Like being able essentially to harpoon people. Oh,
Flag seized.
just got the flag. That's it. If you guys can just take the flag back, that'd be great. Oh yeah, there is a sequel to this with a lot better graphics, and I assume all the same game modes, but I've just literally... I didn't even know it existed until I tried to find information about this game. So that might actually be worth looking at. It's a lot newer, 2012. And actually looks pretty good. Though the weird thing is, I linked it in the chat. There are no screenshots on their Steam page, which is weird to see that. Okay. No! What are you doing? Don't let him get the flag.
He stole it from me.
Well, steal it back again.
No, I successfully did not let Esmia get the flag.
It literally said Shark stole the flag on my screen. I would also like to get Midtown Madness 2 working if that's at all possible. That had some wonderful game modes. The Cops and Robbers mode, where the cops had to steal a really heavy set of gold and then escape from the cops with it, was just awesome. And I vaguely recall there was a Volkswagen Beetle and a bus in it.
Flag seized.
So now Sharko has a flag. You see he's a little top heavy, so good and a bit slower. I'm catching him up about 10 meters per second here. So a nice wallop and he should be arse over tit.
All you have to do is just touch his vehicle.
You can ram him as hard as I can. Got it. It's alright, he's lost. No, 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 no. No!
Rifle, return the flag.
I rolled it about 4 feet. I was about to ram you, and instead of ramming you, I rolled it instead.
Expert evasive maneuvers.
No, I'm afraid I'd like to give you the expert points, but it was mostly me being awful. Sorry to steal your thunder. Okay, high-speed shortcut through the water. Did not go wrong. Avoid the tree. Avoid the water. Quietly wonder how the hell I get back to the level.
Flag seized.
So I don't think King of the Hill mode will work because our latency is so very, very high. Relative to a LAN, obviously, you know, you're going to get a latency like 2. If you look at the shadow of the flag, so the way they've calculated the shadows are old school. So it then stacks up 2 shadows on top of each other, rather than having a shadow buffer. That didn't come about for what was Doom 3, 2004, that used stencil shadows. Actually having cascade shadow buffers didn't come for oh, everyone's here. Didn't come for a long time. Oh, no! God damn! That's not a very good level for that game mode though, because you can't beeline towards the flag carrier very much.
Of jokes.
Can we do return the flag again on a different level with small cars of some sort? Shaka, you're in charge, by the way. Ah, there we go. England Knight, return the flag, class 3. Ooh, now what's the best vehicle to carry a flag around in? I can tell you for a fact, it's not the speeder. It's definitely not this one either, but this one is definitely my favourite. This is definitely my favourite vehicle. But as you can probably imagine, the faster the vehicle, the less likely it is to stay on the ground.
Forget that you have lights.
2,
What button's lights?
Go.
Are there lights?
Yes, there is a button for light, I think.
Are you going to tell me what it is?
They are on, I think.
Oh, physics is really not causing me very much happiness here. Oh, I missed.
Flag seized.
It's ATV versus definitely not an Impreza, please don't sue us. This is a very bumpy level, and this is not a very super. The physics are like brilliant.
Rifle, return the flag. Preparing. Go.
I'm not sure nighttime was a very good idea, by the way, because vertex lighting has aged somewhat. For some reason, it's not very bright. Also, I'm regretting my choice of vehicle greatly. Ah, so are you two, so that's fine. Oh, I missed it again!
Flag seized.
Bugger.
Preparing.
He ran me over.
Flag lost. Flag seized. Flag
Wait.
stolen. Flag lost. Preparing. Go. Flag seized. Flag stolen.
Mine doesn't go very well in a straight line, but it does go around in circles rather well. Let's try and stay off the... Oh no! I can't drive in a straight line, I am actually trying. This isn't expert dodging, this is just...
Flag stolen.
Vehicle is... a bit wobbly.
Rifle, return the flag.
I literally couldn't drive away in a straight line there.
This car is actually surprisingly good on this terrain.
Mine just feels cool, it's actually terrible. It's really quick, really, it's one of the fastest I believe, but it's very hard to point where you want it to go. I'll just let Esmea get the flag, that's it, and then I'll just ram her, get my flag. I think you're fine, Esmea, it does actually have my name on it.
Flag stolen.
As long as I don't need to turn, actually this vehicle's brilliant. Ah. In an actual straight line, it's great. Okay. I have my intercept vector. Nope, Stonehenge was in the way. Oh, I actually got stuck inside Stonehenge. So Sharky's taking the safe but circuitous route back.
Flag stolen.
I wish the camera was a little bit quicker at pointing back the right way again, though.
Rifle, return the flag.
Yay!
Vengeance is
Well
mine.
snatched.
Daytime levels. I vote daytime levels. Does it support HDR, I wonder? So what are the vehicles? The Wrecker GNU Aeroplane. That one is kind of funny.
There's no yaw control, which is kind of interesting.
It's just got wheels. What's the other flag one?
Capture the flag. It's very similar to the attack mode on Revolt.
Okay, so we'll just do capture the flag all in aeroplanes. That's not something I'd ever say. Now, so the airplanes work. The front two wheels are the drive, and the rear wheel is the steering.
3, 1, go.
Oh yeah, and the flag takes off if you accelerate too much. Oh. Let's reset again.
R.
Go!
I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to ramshell. There was a number of airplane racing games, weren't there?
Rescuing!
Also, I think there's no pitch control.
No, you accelerate or don't accelerate to go up.
Yeah, but throttle and pitch control would be really nice to be separate with an airplane.
Repairing!
There was an airplane racing game. I'm trying to remember the name of that. I want to say Hot Shots. It wasn't that. There definitely was one. You guys suck. These are easy to fly.
Rival gets the bonus!
Oh, you have to take the flag through a gate.
You don't have to, but it gets points.
Okay. Now, what am I learning about these airplanes? Or airplanes in general? They don't steer very well when using them to carry flags, though.
They kinda need 4 dimensions of control, but they only have 2.
Right,
so-
they do have pitch, but brake is pitch up. I've got it. I've got it. I can fly. Oh, damn it, you're down there. Which is the exact... that's what's getting confused. It's the exact opposite to what makes any sense. I think Schalke's going to win this because he was the first one to get the flag.
Go!
Didn't cross my mind about the extra three-dimensionality of capturing the flag.
Oh, someone successfully rammed me. Resmia is a trick pilot,
Repairing!
being able to hit a moving target.
Go!
In England we have a phrase, even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Oh, bugger. Thought I had you then.
Flag stolen! Flag lost!
How could I hit a tree? This level's just an entire massive array of nothing.
Go!
Now, it wasn't Pilot Wing Jacket. I'm thinking of a game, and it was... there's no reverse on these. I'm thinking of a game, and it was an airplane racing game. It was little cutesy planes that had nice graphics. It was PC based.
Flag seized!
I'm stuck on a tree, by the way, which is why you're going to win. Oh.
Rescuing!
Just rescued.
Go!
Oh, good. It put me somewhere else. Brilliant. And then I hit another tree.
Rival gets the bonus!
I was just kind of hoping you would ram me then. I think I've got flying the plane sorted, it's just aiming the plane. But I don't need to do that if I've got the flag.
So brake is somehow pitch up.
Yes, accelerate is pitch down. So the controls are the correct direction, just completely nonsense. So if you continue to hold accelerate, the plane kind of takes off and then immediately jams down into the ground.
Flag stolen!
Yes! And we're off! Now let's see if I have worked out how to fly this plane.
Yeah, my vehicle just stopped responding for some reason.
Brilliant! That's a feature. Oh, why are these trees so close to me? Uh-oh, here comes the Red Baroness. Best I do remember Pilot Wings. It was uh-oh, good game. No, trees everywhere! Wow. Oh, buggeration. I rolled it.
Repairing.
Yes, I rolled an aeroplane.
But did you do a barrel roll?
I did half a barrel roll. Well, this was a silly set of vehicles. Oh, for God's sake. The flag is right there. Come on.
Flag seized. Go.
That's me. Brilliant. Do you know what these vehicles don't have as a reverse? Oh, when Shao could drop the flag. Coming in for a landing. No. No! No! Screw you, accurate physics. I missed the plate. I missed the flag by about 4.5 inches. So did you.
Flag seized.
Now, if I could just fly really high, I wouldn't have to worry about trees. Now, it's not a modern game, Jackie. I would guess mid-2000s. Like, it's not Slipstream 5000. It's like cute airplanes, like super deformed, little tiny red barons and jet planes. But it was about racing. Is that oh? I remember it, or oh? Good grief, these physics are... Ah, there we go. Got it. Oh, maybe not. I swear it was a Microsoft game. It's called like Red Ring or Red Wings or Tiny Planes or...
Oh my god, those names are starting to sound so familiar.
There's something around it. Like it's something like... Blah 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 3000 : Tiny Wings of Thunder. It's something like that, and I don't think I ever played it. I never had anyone else who owned it. Let's not do airplanes again, because I think I've got this sorted.
I can't figure out this pitch control.
So if you push down, you accelerate and angle downwards. If you push up, you angle upwards but lose speed. So it's a combination of me going down, up, down, up. I think it's got the word red in it. And one game we cannot play, which is a shame, is Big Red Racing, because that is absolutely too old. Which is a shame, because that was a really good game. Maybe via a VPN and... Oh, got a tree! Maybe via VPN and DOSBox, but that's going to be about our lot. That was a great game. No, no! Winner! Let's do a barrel roll! Oh, fuck. Shit. I'm at 199 out of 200 seconds, and I did a barrel roll, slammed to the ground upside down, and dropped the flag. Permission to buzz the tower. I broke my plane.
Go.
I think the point limit is 250.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, my premature celebration was still premature.
Seized.
His mirror's off. And I hit the ring on the ground. What time is it? I've probably got time for one more match after this, and then I will need to go, as I am going out to look at the comets. That's why we started it early tonight.
Oh, I figured it out.
Oh, press F1. Oh shit, how do I get back? F2, F3. Oh, F3. F3 camera's pretty cool. F4, no, yes. F5.
If you hold down forward, and then you can use the back and left and right to steer.
Try a King of the Hill mode, not in airplanes. Definitely in airplanes. Possibly in trucks. I can't believe my barrel roll there.
Ooh, I need to pre-install that new flight simulator that's coming out on Game Pass.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Have you not been following the news?
Oh?
One,
What?
it's the biggest game ever and comes on 10 DVDs. That gives you the medium resolution version of the game. Anything higher needs to be streamed. Two, they've recently announced we will be looking at adding VR. And everyone's just gone, it doesn't come with VR. Like, really? So, no VR. All my interest went,
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, we'll see. I know why there's no VR. Because
It already looks leaps and bounds better than the predecessor.
but it's not VR. But it's not VR because it's a Windows 10 game, and Windows 10 doesn't have support for OpenVR. Only Steam does, and they don't want to push traffic to Steam. But Windows does have its own, which is the WMR standard. So any WMR headset, should work. Doesn't, but should. So yeah, I think they've dropped the ball. Like the entire, because I follow a few VR communities, and everyone's just sort of going, "What do you mean there's none?" Like, that didn't even cross anyone's mind it wouldn't come with VR support.
Will we give the destruction zone a spin?
Yeah,
Esme isn't ready.
I've noticed. But you don't need to download it because the game will stream in real time. I mean, I assume there's a bare
Sorry,
minimum.
I was too busy being flabbergasted at the idea.
Oh, that it doesn't ship with VR, or
3, 2, 1.
Just the thought of them glossing over it.
right shift is look backwards. I've just accidentally discovered.
Here's the zone! I don't know what we are supposed to do.
You don't know what King of the Hill is?
I got a point! No, whether this is King of the Hill, it's Destruction Zone.
It's King of the Hill. The Behemoth is definitely the best vehicle for this mode. Rollover bonus. And you get points for ramming people as well by the looks of it. And then in a second, I recall the thing will disappear, like it moves somewhere else. I wish there's a handbrake button. Remember, there's 2 people in this game,
Of
there's
course
Mia.
there's a handbrake.
There's this down cursor key, but I don't think it's handbrake.
No, it's spacebar.
I keep pressing it, but that doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh man, I was so hoping nobody else would notice that there was another... Oh yeah, so it is. Roll over bonus. Oh man.
What? How did I not get the rollover bonus for that?
My headlights just fell off.
Repairing. Go.
Yeah, so you guys go off there, that's good. Yeah, don't just leave. But yeah, imagine this mode but with winches. How cool would that be? No! I'm not sure I flipped you then, I think that was just physics.
And then when I flipped you, it didn't count.
Well, of course not. That's because that was skills. Last one. Well, depending on how well you guys do. Last one. Oh, my car is utterly shagged. It's a shame you can't set how long the repair... Like, if the repair was 10 seconds or 15 seconds, I'd use it a lot less.
Repairing. Go.
That seems like it benefit from more players.
Yes, a lot of the game modes are better with more players, but you know, that's I think. I think I'll do one more, and then I'm off to see how overcast the UK is. Do you want to do a race in speeders or something equally silly?
That
I
sounds
think
fun.
we covered all the game modes. There's free roam, but I don't think that's too interesting.
If you select free class, off-road race, we'll all choose speeder, which drives like utter arse, and then we will
Off-road race.
You don't have to use the speeder, by the way. Feel true to any of the vehicle, but that one is particularly fast and particularly poor handling.
Sounds exactly as I would expect a speeder to go.
There are thousands of custom vehicles for this as well that people have made over the years. It's a bit like Revolt, that we've come in way after it's had its entire mod.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, I expected it to behave like Pod Racer.
Now that's a game I'd like to play. There's a remaster of that coming out, isn't there?
Now this is pod racing? What?
Of the episode 1 racer.
That was so much fun. I actually rented a Nintendo 64 to play it.
PC version was particularly good. Force feedback and everything. Let's play it on my...
Checkpoint.
Oh no!
Checkpoint.
A little bit more upside down than I had expected, but going well. Yeah, I used to play it on my Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback joystick. Good game. But I believe there's a remaster coming out.
Checkpoint.
And people are like, oh! But we'll see whether or not it's any good.
I will definitely buy that.
I don't have the midi-chlorians to drive this thing.
I'm doing alright on this one. If you roll it, it just tends to keep rolling and eventually it comes back down on its wheels. I love it. It's blatantly still got wheels, by the way. You can hear them, you just can't see them.
Checkpoint.
I rolled that time and didn't come back up right way up. But yeah, maybe we should get hold of 1nsane 2 and give that one a look. I say it's a lot newer. I mean, it's 12 years newer than this one, but I assume it's fundamentally the same thing, only more modern. And then they said they did cross out after that, which I did hate, but I could be persuaded to check out for an evening. I think we should have a look at some of the free-to-play games that would work well as a squad, but preferably the cooperative ones, rather than something like, say, Apex Legends or Fortnite or something.
Checkpoint.
Tree!
Checkpoint.
Watch out for that tree. Noted, Dragon.
Wiping out seems to be a good strategy.
Well, when you do it, so the car does tend to roll back onto its wheels again.
Checkpoint.
How did I just go from 4 seconds behind to in the lead without going through any... Oh, this bit's fast. Okay, I didn't get to go through that checkpoint. Awesome, it's got a reverse light though. You wouldn't pass your hover road test without it every year.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
Remember, steer into a skid. Or does that only apply when you've got wheels?
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
But yeah, the 1nsane 2 has like animals on the road and things that you can ram into as obstacles, like rhinos and things, rather than running over a rabbit. And the graphics are a huge amount better. Well, again, for the time, this was very impressive. The draw distance is insane. Haha. But for the weird reason, 1nsane 2 was called 1nsane 2, even though their logo was IN2ANE. No, Instune. But I think I need to find out what year. Now, Pod Race would have been out late 90s, wouldn't it? Well, it had to be after 99, duh, because of.
Yeah, I want to say 99.
Well, yeah, well, it can't be any earlier than 99 because the film only came out in 99. I'm trying to think when the N64 was, so that might be possible. It was really good. And then someone did a version recently in Unreal going, oh, this is how it could look in Unreal. And then they got told off by Disney because that's what happens every time you start pirating other people's intellectual property. I had a look at Project Stardust, by the way, and it's shit. Could not think of a worse... You've got a perfect idea. You've done VR Star Wars, and you've totally just made such a pig's ear of it. I had to go through the tutorial 4 times to work out how to do stuff, and then it gives you stuff in the wrong order. And I'm like, oh god. And then the way to play it is to use the thumbsticks on the Oculus Touch, which, I mean, they're alright. But I do have a 6-axis, steering joystick. That's the way to do it. So yeah, I was very disappointed. So I'm just going to wait for Squadrons. I am excited about. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to get my new HP headset in time.
Checkpoint.
Might see if I can pick up a second-hand first-gen reverb in the meantime.
Checkpoint.
Oh, for the love of... Because I lent my Odyssey out to someone about 2 weeks before lockdown started, and he's at the other side of the country. And I was going to see him by now, but I haven't. So hopefully he's making good use. Actually, he's not. I see he's not, because he's one of the people in the chat. I can see what he's playing, and he's not playing anything in VR.
Checkpoint.
But I lent it to him on the basis I wasn't really playing any VR games at this point, and I wasn't likely to start, and then they go and announce Star Wars Squadrons, and I'm like, oh, damn it. Oh god, this is hard.
Checkpoint.
Hurry up and win, Esme, I need to go.
Checkpoint.
Working on it, but
Wow.
in order to control this damn thing, I have to go nice and slow.
Oh, is that the trick?
Checkpoint.
That doesn't sound any fun. Flat out, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I kept spinning out.
Wrong checkpoint.
Oh.
Had to feather the throttle. There you go.
That's push it as hard as you can, right? If you push the arrow key harder, it goes faster, right?
Checkpoint.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah! Oh, I found a tree. Right, well, I am going to have to go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is, again, a game that's held up well. It's just a pity it doesn't look better. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but I will sure we'll work it out. And I'm going out now to look at the comet, hence why the early end. Thank you for watching, guys. You're all awesome. Ciao, Mio. Thank you for persevering and getting the game to work. And I think we should have looked at 1nsane too, which is a lot nicer. So cheers, guys, for watching. LockDown LAN, 100 and a million maybe. I've lost count.